Hello. Welcome back. In today's match preview, we have United against Tottenham at Old Trafford. In today's video, we are talking about my takes on our previous game and then how we might set up for this game and also my predicted 11 for the match against Tottenham tomorrow. Let's talk about the nature of the game. United is playing Tottenham at Old Trafford. We haven't won against Tottenham in the last 7 matches. Our best has been a draw. We even went on to lose the game in the Europa League final against Tottenham by a goal down. So this game, to me, is a game that they have to win at all cost. Whether by Steve Holland and Carrick doing some magic, the players approving themselves and knowing that they can score these guys, I'm expecting a win. Like, no cap. I'm expecting them to win this game comfortably. It's not going to be an easy game for United, but also not going to be an easy game for Tottenham Hotspurs. So it's a game where I feel we need to win. It will be very horrible for us with where we are as a club, winning 3 consecutive games against big teams like Arsenal and Man City. We have to capitalize on that winning form and make it 4 wins in 4. We have the ability to keep going through this momentum push that we have to boost our morale and boost our chances for Champions League football next season. And listen. Let's look at it from my perspective. Michael Carrick coming in has done a fantastic job. There is things that have happened in training grounds that we've seen being applied in the games that we've watched. We have had composure at certain points, which is still not 100%. Our mentality is still not 100%. I will keep saying things about our mentality as our players keep being on the field. We are able to go up and we are able to sink so quick. So that is things that we've seen a little bit of improvement from. But also, what I have seen is the emergence of Kobe Mainoo back into the team, making him more like a new signing for the club. So this game against Tottenham, I know Tottenham currently do not have all their players that they would want to have in this game due to injuries and people taking long on the injury bed. But I do not care where they are. I care that we beat them comfortably tomorrow. So that is where I am at with that. I know our previous games. Let's roll it back. Our previous games with Tottenham Hotspurs have happened under 2 managers, Ten Hag and also Ruben Amorim. And also on their side, Angie and Thomas Frank. With Ten Hag, we didn't win comfortably on some games, but also with Ruben Amorim, there wasn't games that was confidently I would say that we are going to win due to so many things that happened. Players, tactics, stubbornness from him himself as Amorim, and where the club was heading towards. On Ange Postecoglou's side, during his Tottenham game, they knew how to win games against all these big clubs, and they capitalized on it and got results. So when they were coming into games like this, they knew they would win such game. But United, we were very hesitant, we were reluctant in going into these games. But with what I've seen in this last 3 games, I'm thinking and knowing that these guys are going into this game with full confidence. So that is something that we need for such magnitude of a game. United would have to do everything in their ability to win it. Listen, I am all in and all down that we sink this Tottenham game, people. Currently, I know they are 14th on the league, and I'm expecting that if we beat them tomorrow, first game of tomorrow, meaning Crystal Palace and Leeds playing today, might jump ahead of them. If Nottingham Forest win, nah, they would be, yeah, they wouldn't be there, but it means that they are still going down in the bottom league. I would want to see Tottenham be 17th in the league. I swear, for what they did to us during the Europa League final, I'm expecting them to continue sinking. They need to be down there. And that is where I am at with this. Let me say a few things about our team, our players. So currently, we have a few players injured. From what I'm hearing, Matthias de Ligt is not coming back anytime soon, meaning he's been gone for the. We heard he'll be back in 3 weeks, 3 weeks ago, but where he is now, he hasn't still taken part in team training, and he's still with the doctors, meaning we don't know when he's coming back. And he is such a fantastic player. He's one of the best central defenders we have. And we've seen him take responsibility, and I don't like take responsibility in games and being the leader at the back. But I know some Manchester United fans do not rate him at all. They use his thing as at Juventus and Bayern Munich to judge him. But we know what he's capable of when he was their Ajax captain, what they were able to do to Real Madrid in that Champions League semi-final. But also, we need him to be a block for us in this season and also next season. It gives us the mindset that if we are going into a new season, we do not have to buy a new defender. If he is willing and able to stay fit for the rest of his time with United, he is a player I really like. And I'm hoping that he can be able to come back into the fold and help the team win. So he being off is something not good. And we not knowing when he'll be back with his injury makes it even worse at this point. You feel me? And that is what I am not liking about his current injury. I know it's a back injury and it takes a while. We saw it when Rasmus Højlund got signed to Manchester United. He also had some back injuries, so it took him time before he came into the team. But with Matthias de Ligt as a central defender and with good form before injury, we need him. That also mounts me to the second player, Mason Mount. What happens to Mason Mount? I know I've said it in previous videos that Mason Mount is not yielding the success we need. He's been good for us when he's in the game. He's able to find his form. But is he consistent when we need him? I would say no. Because we've seen him go injured when we do not. Apparently, he took a knock in the last training sessions before the Fulham game, and that is why we didn't see him on the bench. And I know Steve Holland and Michael Carrick are trying to manage these guys in a way that we do not have overload. Because listen, we play once a week, so there's no need to have an overload there. But we have to manage those who are injury prone, like Mason Mount and De Ligt and sometimes Zexi. But we need Mason Mount. And it throws me back to my question. As much as he is a nice guy, great player, all those things, is he still worth United's time to keep having him in the club? Do we still have to rely on him? Listen, when we were buying him, many people probably thought that he's going to be a good replacement for Bruno Fernandes in the future. But he hasn't lived up to expectation with his time at the club. He's been at the club probably, this is going to his third season, if I'm sure. And he probably hasn't matched the numbers and the games he wanted or wished to play due to injuries. So if we are going to buy a 50 million player and not be able to capitalize on him and give us our money's worth, then there's no need for us to keep holding on to him. I think for him, Mason Mount, we might only get approximately 25 to 30 million pounds when we sell him. So what a depreciation asset we have on our hand if we cannot sustain his market value due to his injuries. Therefore, he has to go, in my opinion. He would have to go. And then we have to bring in someone else who will be able to learn, if we are keeping Bruno Fernandes, who will be able to learn from Bruno and be the number 10 for the club in the future. So that is my take on Mason Mount. And I know this summer will probably be a summer of overhauling. People I see leaving, Ugarte. We already know Casemiro is going. Mount may be the other person going. Maguire may leave. Who else may leave? Xerxes might find something. Hoyland, we know he's going. Rashford, gone. Sancho, we know his contract has ended. So these 8 players I've mentioned might leave the team, meaning we would have people to come in and replace them. So meaning we are going to also spend big if we are looking at it. And Mason Mount may be one of the people to go to make way for other players. So yeah, that is where I am with Mason Mount and also with injuries for this game, Matthias de Ligt. But if we are to go into the other game, my other problem is, let me talk Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko had higher standards. Listen, before he came in to Manchester United and even before his move to RB Leipzig, when he was at RB Salzburg, he was a hot cake. There was a lot of teams who were very interested in him. And there are tweets around where Leipzig was even saying that they would want him, money plus Bruno Fernandes before we get Benjamin Sesko. So we all knew that the ceiling for Benjamin Sesko is high. Now we've been able to acquire Benjamin Sesko. He's been fantastic when we need him. I feel he still hasn't realized or come up to speed with the physicality and tempo of the Premier League. But he is a fantastic player. His ball striking abilities is great. He knows where the post is, even with his back facing the post. He is such a great player. Headings, shooting, he's great. But the Premier League is not like any other league. I feel the Premier League has become a whole different type of league that when you come in, you have to adjust. And right now, I feel he's gradually adjusting. And I feel his time with Steve Holland and also with Michael Carrick is giving him a much confidence boost that when he comes in, he's able to participate and do his job as the striker. When he came in against Fulham, his positioning for his first touch was a header, and that hit the post. That would have been a magnificent goal. But also, we saw how he was able to position himself with the Bruno pass to score the winner against Fulham. So he has a much higher ceiling and a good ability and potential for the future. So are we going to stick with him? Yes, totally. We are definitely going to stick with him. In my opinion, United will stick with him. But also, where it comes in is, in a game like this against Tottenham Hotspur, do we start him or do we let him come off the bench? If we start him, it will be a good, great confidence boost for him. It would mean that he is coming in to, we trust him enough to start him in such a game. So, should he be started in games? Yes. But should he also be given time? Yes, in my opinion. But eventually, he's going to be one of the best strikers we have, or the Premier League will see. I know people will compare him to maybe things that Thiago is done, things that Erling Haaland did. Erling Haaland is a robot. He's a different player. But these two strikers have set up a different tone for strikers who come into the league. Thiago, I know this is his first season, and he's been immaculate. He's been great for Brentford. Haaland, listen, Haaland has scored so many goals in a way that we don't even count his goals right now. Like, he has 20 goals. Okay, cool. Like, who gets to 20 goals half of the season? We know he's been on a draft, but he's not normal. Erling Haaland is not normal. And it's great for City because they do not have to worry. He's scored so much amazing goal, but he has also set the bar so high for any other incoming striker into the league. So Benjamin Sesko would have to do more if he wants to reach the heights of Erling Haaland in this league. But we also need to start him in games. So my predicted 11 for this game is that definitely Lamens is going to start. Lamens in the post, great, good save against Fulham. Right hand side would be Dalot. I would prefer Mazraoui, but Dalot. We will play Maguire, Martinez, Luke Shaw. Ahmad, Casemiro, Mainu, Cunha. Bruno, Imbuemo. I would prefer Sesko starting and Bruno Imbuemo to the right. But now, what happens to Ahmad? You feel me? What happens to Ahmad? We know Ahmad is a great player, skillful, take on defender, defends well. But if we are to give opportunities to other players, meaning between Ahmad and Imbuemo, one needs to drop. If you are a coach, what would you do in this situation? Imbuemo is fantastic when his work rate is great. And Ahmad, on the other hand, very skillful, very technical, very pacey. And he's great. But we are so set in that side of the right hand that we would have to drop one of those. We struggled on the right hand side, and now we have in abundance. Let me say it that way. We have in abundance, and these guys are putting in great numbers in that position. Now, if we are to go into the summer transfer, we will probably need to get a left winger, somebody to cut in and bend the ball or cross the ball. So we will see who is available, but that will be my starting 11 for this game. And big ups to Steve Holland, Michael Carrick. Whoever they choose to start this game, I know the person will put in their absolute best. And I'm expecting them to win this game. So my prediction for this game solidly is a 4-1 United. 4-1 United. That is my prediction for the game. And if it's your first time joining, please hit the like and subscribe button. That takes us a long way. And also, we plan on streaming the game tomorrow, having a live stream tomorrow for the game. So we'll keep you posted in a short or in a premiere so you guys can follow up. And probably if you are subscribed to the channel, you would get that notification. But thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow on the stream. Peace.